Seattle Seahawks at the Tennessee Titans. Seahawks favored by 2.5 here. Seahawks coming off their upset on Monday Night Football. Drew Lock with the game winner, but it looks like Geno Smith should be back for this game. On the other side, though, Will Levis banged up, and if he can't go, it's Ryan Tannehill getting the start.
Yeah.
I was asked this on Seattle radio. I was like, is there a drop-off between Will Levis and Ryan Tannehill? And it's like, no. I mean, Tannehill's still good. It's a little different. It's more exciting to see Levis, and he's certainly more of the future than Tannehill in Tennessee. It doesn't mean he's better than him right now, though. You're going to disagree with me?
I mean, he might not be better, but again, it's more like he's stylistically very different. So it's kind of like Tannehill might be a better quarterback, but Levis is maybe giving them more of a chance the way they're playing at the moment, or how bad they are and how bad things are across the board. Like Tannehill was good when the offensive line was solid and they could hand the ball off to Derrick Henry 25 times and that would result in 200 yards, and then Tannehill could hit play action passes off the back of that and be really efficient doing that, and the offense would cook. Now Derrick Henry's fresh off a box score where he got 12 carries for like -8 yards or something ridiculous. Had no production. So the offense can't be built off that anymore. So now if you put Tannehill back out there and you say, right, run the play action offense, it doesn't work anymore, which is part of the reason why Tannehill had 2 touchdowns and 6 interceptions before Levis took over. Levis, at least, I think, is way more volatile and capable of making his own plays. And okay, he's going to put the ball in harm's way more often, but he's going to fire the ball into some tight windows. He's going to manufacture offense by himself. And even if the net of that might end up being, not as good on a play-by-play basis, if you're like, this guy's better than this guy, he's more efficient, he doesn't make as many mistakes, I think the offense might be better with Levis out there.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I mean, it sounds like he's not going to go. Is that right? I mean, how close?
When that ankle injury happened, it sounded like something that was going to put him out for the year, and then he was like, "No, actually, it's not that bad." But I still think that feels like one that's at least keeping him out a week.
The Titans aren't really playing for much, other than reps for Will Levis. So I could see Tannehill being the guy. We'll see. A lot happens between now and Sunday. Levis didn't practice on Wednesday. Jeffrey Simmons still not back at practice. He's questionable again. So the Titans defense, to me, the biggest matchup here, the Titans cornerbacks have really struggled. Sean Murphy-Bunting has not taken to playing on the outside very well this year after playing slot mostly for the Bucs throughout his career. Seattle has the outside weapons, as we know, with DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, and Jackson Smith-Njigba, who had the game-winning touchdown on Monday Night Football. So I think Seattle will be able to move the ball. The only thing working against me here, you've got Seattle cross-country-ish.
Cross-country-ish.
I can relate. I had a Tacoma to Nashville trip back in 2010. And we did that. We get in on a Monday morning, played Monday night, and then here's where they really screwed us. The next day on Tuesday, we had a kids' day. So we had like a noon game or 11 a.m. game, local time.
In Seattle, in Tacoma.
In Nashville.
In Nashville.
So I've traveled from Tacoma to Nashville. You play that night after the flight. You play that night, and then you come back the next day. We're used to sleeping in. in baseball. You sleep until 10 or 11. That's just your schedule. And you got to be up super early for the day game. Really screwed us over.
Okay.
Luckily, I didn't have to pitch. So I can relate to this. You got the Seahawks, though, traveling to Nashville, where the Titans are generally better, even though they lost last week. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, that's your home thing. The Titans never lose in Nashville.
Titans never lose at home. Seattle's got to travel. So you get that, but I like Seattle to cover the 2.5.
Yeah, same.
But if Tannehill plays, again, like when Tannehill was at home earlier this year, he had those games, 20 for 24 for 250, super, efficient type of games, hyper-efficient games, we'll say. Give me the Titans. You're right. Give me the Titans.